standing on my terrace, so I hope the sound will be fine. Yes, and I hope you can see me better than the other day's video. So let's go for the next class of this quarantine series. So today we're going to start standing, and I want you to have your feet hip distance width apart. Engage your quadriceps, engage your core, you get in, your shoulders back and relaxed, and your chin parallel to the ground. So you can open the hands towards the front, so Tadasana pose, and we are going to leave the 10 toes. We are going to leave the 10 toes, and we are going to try to put one toe at a time on the ground. This can get a bit tricky, but with practice, I'm sure you're going to be able to do it. By doing so, we will realize that we're sharing the weight. So we're not placing the weight on the inside or the outside. Just be sure that you're using the four corners of your feet. So once we do so, we're going to inhale and we're going to go on the toes. Careful with your balance. And on the exhale, we're going to go on the heels. Inhaling toes. Exhale heels. Good. Keep moving. And out. Remember that we breathe with the nose, so we forget about the mouth and everything is coming with the nose. So we inhale and out. You can challenge yourself and close your eyes. This gets a bit trickier because our balance is a bit so when we close the eyes. Good. If it's too hard, you can open them. Keep moving. And now we're going to hold it. So I'm going to inhale and I'm going to stay on my toes for a couple of breaths. And on the exhale, I'm going to go on my heels. This is a bit harder. Yes. Last time, let's go on the heels, on the toes. Let's go back on the heels. Good. Let's go to neutral. Again, let's lift the 10 toes and let's place one after the other. Nice. And now let's raise the arms up. Let's interlace the hands, palms facing up. And now let's bend towards the right. Inhale and center. And now exhaling towards the left. One more time. Breathe in center. And breathing out right. Inhale center. And out left. Good. Let's go back to center. And now let's twist towards the right. Inhaling towards the center, and now let's twist towards the left. And let's go back to center. Good. Let's bring the hands behind the back. Let's bend the knees, and let's just fold. Let the chest rest against the thighs, and let's bring the arms up. Good. Keep breathing here through your nose. And on the next inhale, release the hands, but keep the knees bended. And with the peace fingers, which is the index and the middle finger, let's make a hook and let's grab the big toe. Once you have your big toe grabbed, let's try to straighten the legs slightly or straighten the legs as much as you can. Some of us have like quite tight hamstrings. Some of you might have like a more loose hamstrings. So just try to do as much as you can and just try to stretch your hamstrings and completely relax your head. And keep breathing deeply through your nose. On the next inhale, let's bend the knees again. Let's allow the chest to rest against the chest. And let's slide the palms underneath your feet. Good. So try to tickle your wrists with the toes. And once you're here, we do the same thing. We try to straighten the leg as much as you can. For me, this exercise is pretty hard, I'm going to be honest. And on the next inhale, let's bend the knees, let's release the hands, and again, let's interlace the hands behind the back and try to stretch your shoulders. And very slowly, let's release the hands, let's slightly touch your mat, and oh la la, chair pose here. Sometimes we normally say to tuck your tailbone in, but I'm going to ask you to respect your curve, your natural curve, and stay here. Keep Breathing in and out through the nose. Let's bring the hands to center. And now let's twist towards the right. Okay, here you can bring your feet together. Keep an eye to your knees and make sure that your knees are on a line. Okay, one more breath here. Full breath out. And inhaling, just let's go back to chair pose. Arms open, shoulder relax. Inhaling, namaste. Exhaling, let's twist towards the left. And again, keep an eye to your knees and make sure your knees are on a line. Good. Take one more breath. And now inhaling, chair pose again. Take one more breath in here. And let's relax. Inhale and straighten the knees. You can either left the fingertips on the mat, or you can bring your hands to your shins. That's completely up to you. Exhaling, we release. And on the inhale, we roll vertebra by vertebra all the way up. Interlace the hands and give yourself a nice full stretch. Good. And release the hands. Let's walk towards the front of the mat. And now, here. Let's inhale, arms go up. And on the exhale, we just hinge from the hip and go all the way down. You can bend the knees if you need to. Let's step the right foot back. Let's bring the right knee down at the top of the foot. And let's inhale, send the arms up, low lunge. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Step the left foot back. Let's bring the knees down. Let's bring the chest down. And let's inhale into baby cobra. Tap the toes and go for your downward facing dog. To reset your dog here, let's bend the knees. So let's focus on the back. Let's focus on having your back straight. And because it's the first downward dog, let's bend the right knee first and then the left. Let's bend the right knee and then the left. Let's walk the dog. Let's allow the hips to stretch here. On your next inhale, let's go for neutral downward facing dog with your knees bent. Look towards the front, send the right leg up, and now step towards the front of the mat. Left knee goes down. Inhaling, arms up, low lunge. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Stop towards the front of the mat, and let's raise all the way up. Bringing the arms up towards the sky. And exhaling, release. Let's do left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, and let's go all the way down. This time the left foot goes back. We drop the knee, we drop the top of the foot, and inhale, low lunge. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Step the back foot, look the right foot into a plank. Knees down, chest down, and let's inhale into a slightly deeper cobra. Tap the toes, and downward facing dog. Let's reset your feet here. And this time we're going to inhale, go on the tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, go into the tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. One more time. Yes. Now let's send the left leg up towards the sky and all the way in between the hands. Let's drop the right knee down and let's inhale into low lunge. Exhaling, bring the hands down. Step towards the front of the mat. And let's inhale all the way up. And let's go back to center. Beautiful. Just give me 1 second because all the hair is going down to my head. Sorry. One more time. Inhale it up. And exhale, let's go all the way down. This time we step the right foot back, knee down. And we go into low lunge, but we send the arms back so we open the chest. Just come back to center. Let's go into a plank, knees, chest, and inhaling up. Let's tap the toes and downward facing dog. Again, let's bend the knees. Let's externally rotate the shoulders and straighten your back. Maybe you want to straighten the legs too. That's fine. I'd rather to do it with my knees bended, especially if I'm not warm up enough. On the next inhale, let's send the right foot up and all the way into the legs. Left knee goes down and I open the chest. Good. Bring the hands down. Careful with your balance. Step forward and let's raise all the way up. Good. And release down. Last time the left. Inhale up. Exhale, let's go all the way down. Step the left foot back. Knee down. We inhale in and open the chest. Exhaling. Hands down. Step back into plank. This time let's hold the plank. Let's bend the elbows. And let's inhale into an up dog. Good. Tuck the toes down, facing dog. I'm going to send the left up to the front. Knee down. Open the chest. Bring the hands towards the ground. Step towards the front. And let's raise all the way up. Good. And let's go back to center. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to step the right foot back. I'm going to open it parallel to the short end of the mat. My front knee is bended. And I open my arms into warrior two. I stay here in my warrior two. Both arms are strong. My inner thighs are pushing separate, like they're pushing away from each other. And now option one, I bring the elbow down and the right arm goes up. Nice. Option two, you can bring the left hand on the ground and your right arm is still up. Keep breathing here. If you want to go slightly farther, just bring the left arm in between the legs. The right arm goes behind and maybe here you got the bind. Hold your bind. One more breath in. Full breath out. And we can release the back. Bring both hands on the mat. Drop the back knee. The hands are on the inside of the left foot. And I'm going to start sending the weight forward. So I'm going to start opening the hip. So I'm going to send the weight forward. Stay here. You can either stay here or you can just leave the back knee. That is completely up to you. Wherever you are, just hold it for 1, 2, and 3. Let's step the left foot back. Let's reset our plank pose. Let's bring the weight down. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes. And downward facing dog. Let's do the opposite side. So I'm going to bring the left leg up and in between the legs. No, that's the same side. I'm really sorry. So let's bring both feet towards the front and let's raise all the way up. Inhale up and release. Okay, now let's bring the left foot back. Oops. Foot goes parallel to the short end of the mat. And we open to warrior two. Stay here, strong warrior two. Keep your knee 90 degrees if possible and try to see if you can see your big toe. If you don't see your big toe, just move the knee towards the side. Otherwise your knee will be in and that's not a good thing. Let's bring the elbow on the thigh and the left arm goes up. If you want, you can go for the second option. Just bring your hand down and keep your left arm up. On the next inhale, maybe you want to bring that right hand in the middle. Just bring the left behind and do your bind. And keep opening the chest here. Take one more breath in here. Full exhale. And on the next inhale, look towards your foot. Release your feet. Square your hips. Left knee goes down. Good. Both hands are on the inside of the right foot. And I'm going to start sending the weight forward. Your back knee can rest here or you can raise your back knee. Take one more breath in here. Full breath out. Very nice. And now we can step the right foot back into a plank. And hold the plank. Let's bring the left arm in the middle. And let's all turn towards the right for side plank. Just hold it here for 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to full plank. And now let's place the right arm in the middle. And let's all open towards the left. and hold it here for 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to plank. Do it chaturanga. So let's bring the weight forward, bend the elbows, inhaling up, tuck the toes, and downward facing dog. Good. Let's take a breath in here. Full breath out. And on the next inhale, let's turn the right leg up towards the sky and in between the hands. Good. And let's raise into high lunge. Nice. Let's hold the high lunge here. Okay. Now put all the way into your front leg and let's raise up. Good. Let's bring the leg, the left leg, against the chest, and you can just scrub it. It's so hot here with this humidity. It's crazy. Okay, now we can release the leg 90 degrees and goddess arms. Hold it here. And now inhale up. Exhale, goddess arms. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, goddess. Nice. Now let's put the right hand against or grab the left knee with your right hand. And now extend the left arm back. Engage your core for this balance. Try to look towards the back. Take one more breath in here. Full breath out. And now let's step the left foot back. Good. Here, open your legs as wide as you can. Toes pointing slightly forward. Bring the hands to your hips. Inhale, look up. And on the exhale, just hinge from the hip and go all the way down. Bring the hands to the mat. Ideally, fingers and toes on a line, and you just relax your head here. The weight goes towards the toes. And you relax your neck, you relax your head. One more breath here. Full exhale. And now very slowly we're going to raise up just halfway. I'm going to turn my feet towards the front of the mat. I'm going to drop the back knee. And again, I'm going to repeat my lizard pose. So that means the hands are again on the inside of my right foot and I send the weight forward. If you want to go slightly deeper, you can bring your forearms towards the ground. Keep breathing here. And inhaling, just bring your hands up again. You could tap the toes. Let's go into plank one more time. Chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Tap the toes. And downward facing dog. Good. Just take a breath in here. Full breath out. And on the next inhale, bend the knees, look in between the hands and step all the way towards the front. And let's send the arms up towards the sky. Good. And let's go back to center. Let's do the other side. So now let's step the right foot back. And let's go first into the high lunge. Good. You can reset your feet here. And now inhale, goddess arms. Exhale up. Inhale, goddess arms. Exhale up. One more time, goddess. Up. And now let's put all the way into the front leg. And let's bring the right knee against the chest. Hold it here. Take one more breath. And now you can just release the knee 90 degrees and extend the arms. Or we can do goddess arms. You can bring the left knee, the left hand against the right knee, and let's bring the right arm behind. Good. Twist. Let's take one more breath in here. Full breath out, engage your core. And now very slowly, let's step the right foot back. Good. Let's bring both feet looking towards the front. Toes slightly inwards. This time I'm going to interlace the hands behind my back. And I'm going to bow forward. Good. The weight goes towards the front. Relax your neck completely. And allow your shoulders and your hamstrings to stretch. more breath. And on the next inhale, let's start raising all the way up very slowly, so please don't get dizzy. So let's square the feet towards the front. Bring the hands down, knee down. Good. The hands go on the inside of the left hand. Let's go for lizard pose again. And remember that you can stay here or you can bring your forearms towards the ground. Whatever you choose, stay here for a couple of breaths, allowing that hip to open. And on the next inhale, let's bring the hands towards the mat. Let's step the foot towards the back. Inhale up. Exhale, arch it up. Down. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Go to neutral and sit on your child's pose. Extend the child's pose. Okay, so we go on the fingertips. And we release here. Now we can start bringing the arms towards the back for Balasana. On the next inhale, let's roll and sit off top of our heels. Okay, let's stretch the toes. I know that sounds funny, but we actually should do that quite often or more often. So let's tuck the toes underneath. And now let's sit on your heels. Like I said on the other video, if this is too much for your knees, you can place a blanket underneath. Okay, and now just stay here. Just bring both palms, one on top of the other, to your lap. Now you can close the eyes, relax the shoulder, and take a few breaths here. Let's start cooling down. If this is too much for your toes, you can always release some weight and then go back to sit again. It's not about smashing your toes, it's about stretching them a little bit. If it's too much, remember that you can release inhaling and you can exhale and sit back again. Okay, just let's take a few more breaths in here. Maybe you will take your toes away from your mind, just bringing the arms up and just let's release down. Inhaling up, exhale, release. Fantastic. Inhaling up and release. Good. Let's go into your tabletop. You can place the top of the feet on the ground and you can tap your toes aside. Very good. Now you can sit back on the mat. Let's do the final stretch. So I want you to extend the left leg and the right goes bended, so the foot is against the thigh. Be sure that both sit bones are on the mat and your hips are square towards the front. Let's inhale, arms up. And on the exhale, see how far it goes. Maybe you grab the foot, maybe you grab the knee, maybe you grab the leg, whatever you want, whatever you can do, and just breathe here. Take one more breath. And on the next inhale, just let's release and let go. Let's switch legs. So now we straighten the right and we bend the left. Inhaling up, and on the exhale, just go as far as you can. In this one, I cannot go very far because I've got an injury on my left knee. So this pose gets a bit intense for me. Take one more breath in here. Full exhale. And now we can just release and send both legs towards the front. Good. Bring the arms towards the front like the other day. And now engaging your abs. Let's start rolling slowly, vertebra to vertebra, all the way down. Before we go into Shavasana, I want you to bend the knees so your shins are parallel to the mat. And now we cross the right on top of the left. See if you can do the full bind, and if not, just cross them. That is fine. Now we extend the arms towards the side, and now I bring my knees towards the left, trying not to smash my dog, and now look towards the right. So spinal twist. When you do this, just make sure both shoulders are touching the ground. Okay, so we not go all the way up. We make sure that the shoulders are touching the ground here. One more breath. Inhaling, let's go all the way up. Let's change the crossing of the legs. And now my legs go all the way to the right, and I look towards the left. And exactly the same thing. I don't allow my shoulders to leave the ground. And now next inhale, I go back to center and wind my legs. And now I bring the knees against the chest, the feet towards the sky, and the arms on the inside of the legs. Just grab the outside of the feet for happy baby pose. So we can stay on a still happy baby, or we can just move slightly from side to side. This pose allows our back to completely relax, and at the same time it works on our hips, the hips opening. And personally, this is one of my favorite poses to finish the sequence or flow or class. Again, while I'm doing this happy baby, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to put you into Shavasana. I recommend you to stay in Shavasana for 5 minutes. Well, now that we have to stay at home, maybe you want to stay longer, like 7 or 10 minutes. And thank you very much for joining the class. So to get into Shavasana, let's release the happy baby. Let's extend the legs slightly open. The palms facing up towards the sky. I make sure that my neck is straight, the chin is slightly against the chest. And I let go of my yogi breath. I come back to my natural breath. I allow all my muscles to completely relax. And I make myself